Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. It's the last video of January. So, Stormchaser, one of my lovely members, patrons, and I think Twitch subs, so he's repping all three of the support methods, sent me through this video here. This is 18 5-star crystals, which we're gonna react to. Also, at the start of this video, I must point out, I think they did some kind of like pet method, which I don't know if theoretically works for something like this, so we kind of think that the first 5-star going to be something epic because of the pet method. Skipping past Namor, landing on Juggernaut. So I'm going to go with no, it doesn't work like that. I know people will say differently, like, no, it works, pet method works for any type of crystal. I've not seen categorical evidence to say that that is indeed the case, but definitely like the first one, bit of a weak start with Juggernaut. Actually, it sounds and looks like one of my openings. That's what my openings are normally like. Second crystal is skipping past Korg, skipping past Diablo, and landing on Ultron. Only consolidation I can think is 6-star shards for this. That's going to be the thing as he goes at 86. Is that now to 100? My word. Okay, next one. Like 18 5-stars. This is what I hope to collect by the time of the UK meetup. So yeah, any moment now. Here we go. In for the spin. Seems to be swirling a lot. And ends up on a Gladiator Hulk. Not too bad. I really would love to get a Gladiator Hulk at 5-star. I've not picked one up ever. So it's something I'd like to do. He's awakening it for the first time. Pretty substantial, pretty nice champion. I know people have used that for the heavy method on Deadpool X-Force. So that's quite an interesting champion usage. I don't know what Stormchaser wants to get from this opening, but I definitely know there's some tasty champions that you know, are still out of his reach. As he gets a, well, I don't know, would you prefer a Diablo or would you have a Miss Marvel in that circumstance? Go right more for Ghost, but I believe Stormchaser actually has a Ghost. So it wouldn't be of value for him to pick up something that he already has, unless he's after those 6-star shards more than the 5-star ones. Although I think I saw like 100k's worth of 6-star shards of his. I could be wrong, and that opening I'd love to see. Oh, look at that. Skipping past the Namor, skipping past the Agent Venom and landing on a Psylocke. I would probably say if you're looking for a champion that's a solid option, starting off option for a power control champion, and you don't have Hawkeye, you don't have any of the Mystics, you're left with a Psylocke. Don't be too downtrodden. Psylocke is actually a pretty good starting off power control champion, so I do rate her a little bit. We've still like got 12 more to go after this crystal, which is incredible. Bit of delay. I think there's obviously a bit of problems with the connection. As we spin in and get, boom, hit like that. That's a weak ass kind of clap, but like stealth suit Spidey, man, that is a good pull, and it was a good sandwich there. Aegon to the right, Clairvoyant to the left. Pretty darn tasty. I actually remember when Stormchaser got me a Clairvoyant back in New York Comic Con. We have the footage of that, but we don't have the actual reaction because obviously, as you know, my phone got stolen whilst in New York at JFK Airport, which is a bit. Still a bit of a downside. I'm still all bitter about that. But, you know, moving on, 2020 is going to be a different year. Next one is, and talking of L1 based power controls, we see him pick up a fantastic Hawkeye, which is at 160 signatures. Man, he must have picked him up a few times. Yeah, that's some pretty good luck. To a degree, unless you like your Hawkeyes. I mean, hemorrhage is hemorrhage, you know. I don't think anybody really cares too much about putting extra signatures. Oh, look. Oh, what? What was that? What? What was that? With the troll over, the double troll over, the Quake, the Ghost, and then landing on the Venom pull. So I do feel for you on that one, because that was a troll over. Although I'm pretty certain Stormchaser has Quake, and obviously, as I said, has Ghost as well. So yeah, it's not the end of the world for him. Now, what could be... I'm seeing so many good champions. I myself haven't even picked up an Aegon at 5-star. I really would like to get it. And it's a... Well, we talk about Aegon, and there it is. An Aegon. Man, what a signature is that up to? Oh, it's already 200, so that's the thing. Stormchaser's got a lot of really nice champions. Yeah, I'm picking up some good ones nowadays as well, and I'm strengthening and looking towards Abyss in the... probably about the summertime. I'm not quite sure though, because I'm quite confident in a few 5-stars, so I may do it sooner. as he picks up a Green Goblin, sandwiched between 2 Morning Stars. We've all been there. We've all had like goodish champions. I know that Yeet recently used a Morning Star in his fight. I think it was an Abyss, but you know it's going to be it's not an obscure champion. It's a cool champion once you wrap up the persistent charges or the missions or whatever it's called. The souls, captured souls. Man, I'm getting confused with the persistent based thingy-majobs. Okay, next one is going to be Drac sandwiched. Again, it's like a sign with that ghost, that 5-star ghost. But yeah, good, obviously good pulls of Aegon. Obviously, he's got several 200 signatures on Aegon, so it doesn't really mean anything to him. But I would love to get an Aegon. I actually would prefer to kind of absorb. I'd love to, like, say, all my 5 stars can be terrible if I can get my next 6-star to be a Aegon awakened from mine that I've got currently, as he picks up. And now, what is up with Quake and Ghost? There is some really spooky stuff going on having that weird sandwich. Wow. It is. I'm glad, and thank you very much, Stormchaser, for sending this through. But if you're watching this at home, you're kind of looking at it going like, what is going on? He uses a swirly whirling method. And I think he's got to kind of do something to kind of dispel all that kind of Quake and Ghost nonsense. Every single other crystal that we've done, or he's done, sorry, he's seen Ghost as being in the mix. As he picks up an Omega Red, look at that! Fantastic, first time he's pulled that one. So I think he's got a 6-star Omega Red, I want to say, but I can't be 100% certain, so that may be... I think he's got Namor, and I think if he doesn't like him, then he can sell Namor if he's got him several times in crystals to get that Mutant Awakening gem back. So it could be a case if he's more happy with... he's not happy with Namor, then he can focus his attention onto Omega Red at a later date and put all those resources and Awakening gems on. As... What? He's done it again! What is that Quake and Ghost sandwich as he picks up the Namor? And as well, Namor, like, I mean, that's brilliant. Obviously, 200 signatures. Hey, happy days. And obviously, we were just talking about that, so that's really weird. But what is that Ghost and Quake sandwich? Every time. I must speak to him after I've finished recording this to find out from Stormchaser. Was he freaked out to see Ghost and Quake sandwiched each time? So what are we going to see from this one? Will it be a similar thing with the sandwich again? No. Wasp, not too bad actually. For the Wasp. Has he got this one and has he utilised it? No, not yet. It's to 80, but it's not like it's a good accompaniment to Ghost if you are running a synergy team with that champion. But yeah, what two more to go after this one. So one in the spin, 2 more to go. Let's see what he can do. And I don't want to see any Ghost and Quake sandwiches. I really don't want to see that. Because again, that's going to be... There's Namor, there's Taskmaster. And it lands on an Angela. Not too bad, but I think she skipped... if you go back current meta... go by current meta's justification, she's not really there. If you're starting off as a new player and you want a good champion that's got some kind of decent buffs to it, Angela is one of the champions for you to really consider. If you go, oh, I just picked her up, should I do anything with her? Well, yeah, you could spend all time waiting for those god tier like champions, but the fact is, you've got to make do with what you've got. And that's something that I need to kind of rebuff in my mind that I need to do myself. So skip past Diablo, landing on a Medusa. Hey, that's a decent pull. He's actually pulled some decent champions in this particular opening. So all credit to that. But again, I think Medusa's something that is lost to time as well. Again, a good starting off champion. But yeah. Oh, what's that? Pinging around. I love that. Bit of flavour, bit of a flavour to open up your crystals. I should do this when I do my openings. Give a bit more kind of flavour to my particular crystal openings. I don't mean like have a big kind of like watch piece, clock piece that's hanging by a chain over my stomach area, as he is probably waiting this out for the last pull of the day. We're on tenterhooks now. I've seen Ghost and Quake so many times, it seems to be like a current thing that's going on. But this looks like this crystal is going to be weighted out to the very end, to the very hilt. He's pushing it. He's pushing it. Any second now. There we go. Okay, we're in. And the last crystal is going to be Man-Thing? No, it's going to be indeed Yondu. So that was it. But can we have a little bit of a classification, a collection of those pools? Any moment now, there's going to be the obligatory. He got a Mega Red. He got all these champions that are really good, and RichTheMan's there with nothing. So yeah, Stealth Spidey, Omega Red's there, fantastic, amazing. And then obviously we've seen Medusa, we've seen Aegon, which obviously absorbed into being a 200 signature, Gladiator Hulk, and a few kind of like iffy ones. For Stormchaser, I'm pretty certain that the two that he got that are new, he'll utilize and work with. And the others would probably be just kind of like going to arena fodder, and as well maybe kind of like just kind of like save the round with 4,400 6-star shards and some max signature crystals. Fantastic, great opening, and thanks very much for sending that through.